Thorn. You thug. I don't understand to betray us like this.
Have I not already given you my head?
Is this the work of a mortal?
Huh. The assassin's also a critic.
Such sacrilegious confidence.
Oh. Not the usual brooding with powerful gravitas.
More riotous controversy.
Don't you have anything better to do?
Signore Medici?
I doubt your paymaster sent you here to get all misty-eyed.
But it's a masterpiece.
And you know the difference? For killing. Not wounding this time.
What?
You know, you don't have to do this.
Signore!
My end is nigh.
Please. The blade.
Either from the leaded paint or poxed women. Cinnabar. The color of humanity.
The color of sacrifice.
You don't have to do this.
They want you dead.
The order?
Your order. With their hand.
Drink. Next day, net metu.
Such a desperate maxim.
But only the fearful cling to hope. Forgive me?
For?
My crime?
Your crime.
Yes. What was it again? Remind me.
Well, if I had...
Roughly, if you've no specific details.
You jest. Disloyalty. Skullduggery. Murder.
Oh, the Holy Trinity.
Disrespect.
Ah, you have me there.
You offer no restraint.
Which makes me who I am.
Signore Medici.
It's Caravaggio. You're here to end his life, not some Milanese Giovanni, haunted by dark, plague-ridden dreams.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you are. Take it, if you like it.
Please don't bargain with me, Signore.
I've no desire to bargain with you. Your reward is a pittance for this deed, if anything at all. So the painting is fair remittance for what appears to be a troublesome task.
You'll never know.
My friend Checo will vouch for it.
The painting?
And you'll have in your possession a prize from one of Rome's more sordid adoptions. That is, of course, if you believe everything you hear.
Signore.
Should fetch a tidy sum.
But
and more.
More? Oh, you'll be gone. The work of the dead artist.
It's worth half as much again. Nice afternoon's work.
Why did you go with them?
Who were we talking about exactly? There are so many.
The patrons constantly required to secure your liberty.
I fear you've lost me.
Cardinals, knights, popes? Does it matter?
Their appreciation of art.
They needed no instruction from a foul-mouthed sodomite.
Ah, you know my work so
A
well.
hustler, a petty street brawler.
My art incites the seed of man.
Art that assails the eyes.
Art in response to viewer demand. They needed a talent to embolden their counter-reformation.
You played into Protestant hands.
Needed me to restore the gospel to the humble, to provide their humility, their piety, with the stroke of a brush.
With vainglorious depictions.
I paint what I see.
You paint how you live, Signor.
How we live. There is a difference. I setiati. We are in this together, amico. And what of you?
Me?
Yes, you, assassin. I imagine it's Vinacourt nestling between the lines you relay.
I've no opinion.
But all that I did was for you,
For me.
not to please the establishment.
You didn't please the
I
establishment.
cast the street for the street. Christianity, the religion of and for the people. They abhorred my use of beggars, thieves, and courtesans.
They did.
They did. I bestowed upon them a dignity denied by society and my, so subservient peers.
But how they spat it back at you.
And yet I inspire the faithful to venerate, obey.
But Bacchus?
Sublime art in his creation to keep the illiterate at heel.
But Bacchus.
Bacchus?
So sick, so ill.
So?
The god of wine. Of dance?
Oh, do gods not sicken?
Signora, you twist! You confuse!
Do you not see?
I know that I'm not blind.
I see us. I paint us.
The unhinged. The wretched.
All human nature crushed to a tincture and fed to the gods. So,
It's brutal.
yes,
These are but weapons
weapons of faith.
that commit aggravated assaults on the soul. Why couldn't you have given us
What?
something more?
Cherubs, pastel-colored fornication. I could. I mean, I really could. I could eat a bed of roses and vomit it all over the basilica steps. But it just isn't me. Me dispiace.
Really?
No, not really. I'm unapologetic.
Thus you remain absent from St. Peter's.
A gallery for the privileged.
But see how it irks you, Signore. Caravaggio knew how to hold favor.
Caravaggio, the vanquished.
Caravaggio was never so dark, so inaccessible. Never gave cause for such suspicion.
Huh. The assassin's no critic after all.
Caravaggio was
Caravaggio's a fresco whore!
Signore! His work blossoms with a vitality and a melancholic humor.
Ah, opulent splendor.
He beckons you in.
And I grab! I jump out! Tia Sotto.
I heard you admired him.
I have no time to admire anyone else.
But he moved with the times.
Oh, you're a scholar of the times now.
I know as much
Such
about
days where violence begets violence. The bravi, the mercenaries, just take what's in front of them. The ritual disfigurement of progress.
Spregio.
What it is to be so contemptuously dishonored, so visibly.
But Signore, these things, they're of your own making.
Ah, do your worst and be gone! I tire of your simplicities. I go for a piss, but it sting like Hades.
You're used to it.
You're no fun.
San Luigi del Francesi,
I am truly thrilled for you.
the Contarelli Chapel, the St. Matthews.
My St. Matthews.
I found myself mesmerized. The raw starkness, the solemnity.
Solemnity doesn't put wine on the table.
But the light.
Chiaroscuro. You noticed my most treasured protagonist.
Such a divine touch.
Yes.
But the gesture.
The gesture.
At best persiflage, at worst plagiarism.
A tribute.
Why mock your namesake, Michelangelo?
You don't understand. I am devoutly...
And Christ's halo? Barely perceptible.
But you found it.
Yes, but I had to...
You sought and you
It
found.
took a miracle, senor.
What miracles present themselves with a clarion?
But veil them in the shadows?
If halo shone as you wished, angels would fall from the sky, their irises scorched black.
You mock me.
No,
You challenge me then.
I don't see the apostles as celestial untouchables.
Then your faith is as foul as your temper.
Please, kill me with your blade, not your lack of imagination. Look where we are. This is the place of life and death?
It is an earthly place.
Yes, without the decorous, heavenly apparitions you find in a priest's eye.
But we are mortal men.
We are gods! Oh, listen! Listen to me! Soon! Te lo prometto. When I see Matthew, John, or Paul, be it calling or conversion, martyrdom or murder, these lowly places, these are just where these things happen.
It's undignified.
No, it's a vulnerability,
Unseemly.
a situation, an emotion we can all relate to.
Madonna di Loreto.
Sancta Maria in the back streets of Roma. The appalling realism.
Madonna with St. Anne.
And rejected for what?
The shock. Signore. Her voluptuousness. Our Lady reduced to one of your courtesans? So much flesh.
Naturalistic.
It's all too close for comfort.
Grounded, not airborne.
But hardly pictures of divinity. You can almost smell the bare feet.
Yes, it's an intimacy. Gives the people a sense of validation.
No doubt the same justification for dragging a whore from the Tiber for you to offer up her assumption.
Oh, they chose you well.
I didn't volunteer for nothing.
Think we already established you did.
Your reputation was enough.
My reputation.
You have no idea.
Oh, does Valletta miss me?
Have you no shame?
Take the painting,
I cannot.
please, or you shall
I
offend me.
cannot!
Give me one good reason why you shouldn't have it.
It is to be destroyed.
Destroyed. Now it's you who mocks me.
This and every other piece of yours that can be found.
You're serious?
You never would have known if I'd done my task as instructed.
Vaffanculo! Under whose authority dare you come here to me with this notion? This makes no sense. The Order of St. John wants rid of me, not my work.
This goes beyond the knights.
What? Rome? The Vatican?
The times are changing, Signore Medici.
I told you to call me Caravaggio.
Your past is catching up with you.
My past. I will pay the price for the sins of my past.
These are no venial sins, Signore.
What nonsense is this to suggest that my art, my gift, my life is to be extinguished?
You represent a bygone age.
I represent the beauty, the compassion, The love and the light of Christ.
Signore!
I represent the pulse of the brethren of
You
Rome.
represent
I'm their
what?
flesh, their blood. I represent a visceral aesthetic that
You
cuts through
represent-
all other murder. My work will not be destroyed.
Your work is being removed as we speak!
Non può essere.
Your work is to be undone. You are to be undone.
This cannot This cannot be.
I wish it wasn't so.
My collar is gold. I am a Knight of Malta. I am untouchable.
You disgraced the Cavalieri,
I am a Knight of Obedience.
but you did not acquiesce.
I am flawed, yes. Believe my legacy, I beg you.
These flaws.
Is it not enough to take my life? The virtuosity itself must be reduced to dust.
It is, I confess, profane.
Then, strip me and baptize me in blood. Believe my record intact.
These flaws. Even I am required to turn my head.
And who are you?
An advocate.
Ah,
Your capture of the soul's yearnings. You grasp not what is seen, but what is sensed.
but your earlier ruinous words?
I humbly offer a profound, aching love for each splendid vision.
Knights know nothing of love.
It's true. If that is your art is true.
My killing of Tomasani.
Wicked.
I only meant to castrate the pimp. And that warrants such disgrace?
One amongst many indiscretions. Your attacks on women who refuse to bed you. Your flagrant abuse of boys in and around the city's schools. That you seem to have a divine right to foist yourself on young men, forcing them to perform acts of fellatio and sodomy.
Il crimine innominabile.
Slander, whoring, brawling, even wounding one of your own in Sant'Angelo, where you sought redemption and resurrection. I take it you need me to go no further? This behavior.
Like you say, different times.
Well, time's up. If the people cannot see your work, they can't remember your crimes.
To date, what has been destroyed?
I cannot.
Tell me!
From what I hear, the crucifixion, St. Peter, Amor vincit omnia, the flagellation of Christ, Madonna di Loreto, all gone.
God help me!
This much I know, but the St. Matthews and the St. Paul are most likely gone too.
Lord! These iconoclasts! They know not what they do!
They act for the betterment of the people.
They will rot in hell! My whole self obliterated. I cannot imagine a more painful death.
Your conceit is breathtaking, Signore.
Have mercy, sire.
Have you no thought for what we lose through your abhorrent recklessness?
It's not you losing.
We lose as much as you do.
No!
You have denied us an impeccable vista of his world.
But I'm the tortured one.
What? You think ripping the inspiration of St. Matthew from the walls of the Contarelli won't tear us apart? Won't plunge steely knives into our hearts too?
Please, don't!
And what of those surrounding your titular virtuosity? What becomes of them?
Huh?
Your urchins. Those paid to support your glory.
They'll find new
Lord! I cannot believe I am defending the modeling beggars and whores you employed.
This cannot be.
Why were we so blind to this paradox?
Paradox?
The thug who paints like an angel.
Lord, forgive me.
I'll take the painting, but it has to be burnt.
It's Michelangelo.
Why?
The deed is done.
Why?
Hand it to me.
You signed it, Frate Michelangelo.
Your brother.
Your Maltese name.
My redemption?
Go. Seize this moment. Take your learned prowess to an incarnation of dignity and nobility.